Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some Stellaris, and in today's video we are taking a second look at the Skynet Eliminators, my first race in the Apocalypse DLC, and you can see that we are growing quite rapidly. That is actually pretty nice. And right here we can take, let's see here, research increased by 1 or surface increased by 35%. This gauge increase as well. I actually think that we don't need surface speed at this point, so we'll take the research alternative. Yeah, and this is the route that I went: expansion, prosperity, and now I am working on discovery. I took Voidborn, although I haven't built any habitats just yet. I can just keep investing now in expanding my empire. My real bottleneck has been influence right here. Ooh, somebody. Let's hope that my science ship can escape. Yep, looks like it can. And that's interesting. More unknown entities here. So we are going to send my 4th Legion here to destroy them. And you can also see I've been pouring lots of minerals into my defensive stations. I'm at 16 out of 17. I tend to just keep 1 in reserve, just in case something bad happens and I need a strong fortress somewhere else. Let's take the flag battery. That doesn't take too long here. And we can upgrade another one of these stations into a star fortress. They end up looking something like here. As I won my main system, 6.4k defense, 6.8k fleet right here. Not bad. I'm only at cruisers, and compared to the rest of the universe, I managed to build up quite nicely. Everybody is pathetic and inferior to me so far. So this is completely different from the old Stellaris, and I would say it's like more balanced in the sense that the NPCs don't just eat each other up and you don't end up with a massive blob on the other side. And really perfect for my playstyle, which is to build up economically as quickly as possible. And that's been quite nice. Upgrades on this fortress. What will I take? Maybe another anchorage, just to give me more potential for fleets. And I do like lots of defenses, so we're gonna go with more missile batteries. We already have a Nebula refinery, so we'll take the hyperlane thing. And something is fighting somewhere. Aha! Here is my fleet. It's only 4.2k. And it's consisting out of 8 cruisers here, so we're going to engage these guys. We do have lasers and missiles, so that's a nice combo. And after that, we'll tell them to go kill those guys. But yeah, we do quite a bit of damage. And ooh, another colonizable planet here after a while. That looks good. And what is... People keep insulting me, but who the hell cares about that? So as I've said here, my bottleneck, the influence, that is very important. I think that you keep on top of that. And here, for instance, what I'm going to do is grab another system, head towards this colonizable planet. 21 size, not bad. And I've been working with 2 sectors, so this one is actually a pretty big and healthy sector. This is a new one with 2 planets on it so far. And once I can make more of these, I am of course going to start protecting these with fortresses as well. But you can play the economic game a little bit more unimpeded, and you can continue to grow, I think, for a longer time before being completely boxed in. Maybe I'm just in a lucky situation here that I'm not completely surrounded by too much bad stuff, but that seems to be the feeling here. And I think I am doing really nicely in the sense that I am going to continue to expand here along their borders, which then gives me growth potential afterwards to take all of these systems and all of those economic resources as well. For upgrades, so these are my defense platforms. Apparently they can be upgraded a bit as well. Let's quickly do that. Don't think that costs that much. Yeah, like 80 minerals. It's not that much. I don't have them everywhere.
Ship augmentations complete.
That's pretty good. Oh, I can actually upgrade these guys as well. 200. Okay. Not sure what that's about, but I think that that's always worth the investments. I don't really look at the ship designer at this point. I think that they just always upgrade to the best possible. And then for my takes 4 until I can finally clear those last blocks there. So that's pretty good. And yeah, the pattern that I think works best is that you go with 2 construction ships. One that constantly grabs a new system, and then another one that trails after that. And let's see.
Ship augmentations completed.
Sorry, I already gave the order. Starts to build all of the stations for resources right after it. That seems to be working the best now. Let's bring this fleet over here and actually crush these guys. It's another colonizable planet, and it makes sense then. I've got a nice fleet up here, 2 fleets here, 1 fleet here, ready for whatever comes next. And yeah, let's build up here. All of these are in construction, so the Castra station will now also be upgraded to a star fortress. Awesome. Awesome. And I basically, considering the size that I'm now and the potential for growth that still exists, I do feel like this slower, deliberate pace is nice for players that want to turtle it up a little bit at first, really build up economically, and that's what I've been doing. Before I actually go to war or anything like that, I want to be ready. I want to have defenses everywhere. I want to have as big fleets as I can, get to that late tech. Honestly, I want that Colossus ship as well to work out. And come on, bring me that tile blocker, the flag battery. I don't think it will be an upgrade. But here we go. Love the little icons here that clearly show when you can do something on a planet. It works for upgrades as well. And this one too. There we go. 2 research done. Let's see. Even more alternatives. We'll take a small one. Battle frame army, I guess. Improved structural integrity. Think it makes sense. There we go. Ship augmentations completed. They are now up to, let's take a look at that, 7.4k for my best fleet. I don't think that that's too bad. And in the meantime, we can keep evolving, grabbing towards that tundra world right here. So I think in 2 we'll have it, which means that over here on Bind 2, I'll order a colony ship. That's good. And I'm actually doing like the final upgrade here into a star fortress. So that is quite interesting. We kind of... This is nice. Let's see. We could go for... Maybe I'll actually take more... make this one really an energy production facility. We can do this as well. I like to stay at like 200 energy plus or something like that at the moment. It feels pretty comfortable. So that's all going well. This army here or fleet here is doing nicely as well. And any other colonizable planets that are... Yeah, there was one here, I think. We do need my research ship to do that auto exploration, and then this other research is doing that. Okay. And then potentially here as well we could grab a planet. Good. Any more upgrades to do? Not on these guys. So that's nice. 16 out of 17 star bases, 13 out of 14 planets with 1 on the way. Sounds good to me. All of this ready for more pop. Fleet-wise, looking pretty good. We could upgrade... Could grab like a couple of cruisers. And they just took a system closer to me. At some point we'll have to punish them for that. But for now, the Belazir fleet is still present at Belazir, so we'll upgrade that. Which means I go for this station. Shipyard. 1, I think it was 2. We can definitely do that. I think we can do even more. But that fleet is on the move, so Legion 4 is back here. Add geodexis. So now I need to find a geodexis station. 1. Let's do 2. Don't think I'll overshoot. No, definitely not. And yeah, the economic game is afoot. The bottleneck is this. Maybe I should... Can I declare a rivalry?
Planetary alert. Tile blocker expunged.
I guess that's
Planetary alert. Tile blocker expunged. Planetary alert. Tile blocker expunged. Planetary alert. Tile blocker expunged.
Well, that's obviously what happened right there. So let's go over these planets. Build another pop and... Let's see. Can we use... I guess we could use an energy grid just mostly for the Unity. Or we could try the shield.
Planetary surface settlement established.
I think I'll take the energy grid just to be safe on this one. Here, another pop. What will we build here? We could go for more, but I feel like I do have plenty of minerals. I think I'll start... Actually, that's true. I'll start dumping in some... so we'll do a shield on this one. I think I'll look into dumping those resources in some of my... so that's just alright. Superstructures, of course. So that was mining. Maybe a spare parts depot for this one. Oh, we definitely need to clear you as well. Who else still needs...
System survey complete.
Something to be built. I'll do another shield just to increase my safety. And here we can definitely start building up too. Let's clear that stuff out. One for energy. One for minerals. Clear, clear, clear.
Ship
Build
augmentations completed.
Like that.
Construction complete.
There we go. Investments made. System taken. We are ready for this one. Awesome. And then you just, you know, build these stations, build these stations, build this, build that. That's,
System
I think, a
survey
pattern that does work quite nicely. Next up here, construction ship. Just to have one here at the center, and we'll see if we can make some of those superstructures. That sounds good. But this is basically the state of my first exploration of this new DLC. It is different, differently paced, and I personally feel like my personal playstyle. Those guys are heading there, yeah, pretty slowly. That my personal playstyle of just build up, become that economic and population powerhouse does work out very nicely here so far. So next plans for the Skynet Eliminator is actually to consolidate, keep building up, try and grab as much space as possible basically, and after that we'll start our purge of the galaxy. With hopefully some slightly better military units than this. We might get into some small skirmishes like the Hand-Ack Horde, or maybe try to push
Construction complete.
the Scythian Interplanetary Republic back a little bit, like take this stuff. All of that should be built up, so should be nice, a nice grab for us, but we'll see how we do that in the next few episodes. For now,
complete.
This has been my Stellaris experience here. If you love the build-up, if you love to turtle, then these changes are amazing for that.
Construction complete.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you all next time.